Yeah.
Okay, this project work that we call a solar oven, and it works as the heat, the sunlight heat, is this aluminum foil surface, and the sunlight rays, when it hits this point, it is reflected to the inner side surface of the what? The solar oven. Inside the solar oven, we have two categories of things. We have the black surface that observe the what? The sun heat, and then we have the reflected surface of it, the reflecting what? Wall that it bounce back the what? The sunlight that what has been reflected inside to the what? To the downer bottom, such that in case we have something that we want to boil or we want to cook, we can place it using a metallic what? Substance, and we put there either water or eggs, anything that we want to cook using this solar oven. It can boil within the shortest range of time. It works within the range of degree of temperature of 100 to 120 degrees Celsius. And also, not only that, we can use this project, a case in point, we want to boil something like water, we want to cook eggs and other things. And then this polythene we see on the top part of it, this polythene is used to make the concentration of what? The sunlight be inside there. That is now to cause what we call the greenhouse what? Effect in the what? In the surface of this solar oven. This is basically how the solar oven works.
With this invention, what are you trying to solve?
Wow, with this innovation, we have seen that in the community there is a lot of high consumption of what? Of energy. So things like trees, charcoals were highly consumed by the what? By the villagers or the community members. So we plan to use something that is environmentally what? Effective, that does not require us any much cost. So we decided to use something that we can use it time and again without getting what? Used up. Once again, this is what we are calling a minimal drone. It works when we connect these downer wires to the what? To the socket of the what? The batteries or any supply of energy. This drone, when we connect it to a power source, it can be lifted up because of the high voltage of electricity that is being what? Being produced onto power source or the source of energy that we are going to use it to make this what? This drone of ours function. But though this battery has a low voltage, so it won't make it be able to what? To be lifted up or to fly in air. So this is how we're going to connect it. We're going to take the positive to the positive terminal. Then the downer point of it here, also we're going to connect it here. And then at this point,
you're talking on me. You know what?
in case we had a high voltage batteries, we are going to make this drone be able to fly in air. But since the battery we are using is having a low voltage, it won't be able to be lifted up. So this is basically about how the drone we have managed to make works. You can even see the movement in it. It is trying to be lifted up, but since the voltage of the battery is very low, it won't be able to be lifted. This
So,
is basically about
with this, what are you trying to solve?
Okay, with this, we saw that very many Europeans or very many white men have tried to make their modern drones such that they can use it to spy the environment or other environmental, to spy the environment or the society, what is happening by use of the cameras. So we also tried to make ours local such that we reduce on the cost of buying these things from the supermarkets or other stuff. We tried to make it in a simple way whereby we can just get the camera. If it was already flying, we just put the cameras there such that we can record what is happening for security purposes.
Okay.
My name is called Tony Silas. This is a fan, local fan, made out of plastic bottles plus spokes. It is affordable and it cannot pollute the environment since it does not go under factory activities like making of some other materials that involves releasing of toxic gases in the atmosphere. But this thing you can just use the local variable materials, and this is the switch, and just turn like this and it's going to rotate.
You turn, I see. So, with your project, what are you trying to solve?
Yes, I'm trying to solve the challenge of plastic bottles in the environment. Because nowadays there is rampant plastic bottles in the environment, and when you go like in the local community, you will see that those plastic bottles, they sell them at a low price. But they think the real fun is very expensive. And when the community members make this kind of fun will help them very well.
How much can you sell that?
This one, this one I can sell like 50,000.
Okay.
Yes.
And how much is the real fan?
The real fun,
Yeah.
the real fun is like 100 plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your last message to people.
My last message to people: be creative, people, because this world we are in right now needs development, and we need to ensure that our community is a developed community by using the local available materials that we normally see that there is no use to sustain or to promote a developed thing like this fan here. Like this thing, the propeller, I got it from the plastic bottles. That is the top of the bucket, so there was no use.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you start.
Okay, my name is Shala Lanagifte, and with me here I'm holding a doormat. This doormat can help in many ways. As you can see, I've decorated it and I've framed it with a love shape. So I've prepared this. It can be placed in front of the door. Okay, like when you're just from bathing, you can rub your legs on it and enter in. Yeah.
So with that, what are you trying to solve or show the world?
Okay. In most house there is nothing like doormat, so this can be used to prevent dust from entering in the house, improve on the smartness of the house.
When you came to Project Up or Hope Schools, did you have the knowledge or you learned the knowledge from here?
Yeah, I've learned it from here. Yeah.
So what's the message to other people who are outside?
Okay, I would just encourage you to keep practicing project because it helps in many ways. Like as you can see, I was not having the skills or techniques of making this, but through the project, I've come out with that simple doormat